Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And boy, do we have a video for you today.
Yes.
So, it's our usual haul video, so all our board games we've acquired
Picked up over the last couple of months.
since the last haul. But we have also brought someone else's collection of board games.
Like their whole collection.
Yeah, which was close to 100, I think.
It was about 85 board games
so,
roughly in their collection. So we did a bad thing.
Yeah, so you can't quite see because they're all sort of down there, but it's stacked up to,
There's an enormous volume of board
several
games.
columns. Yeah, so look, this is going to be a long video. Should we not delay it and keep getting on with it?
I was just going to say, we're going to quickly run through the board games that we've picked up the last couple of months that were not a part of the other person's board game collection, and then we'll get to the actual collection we picked up. So we're going to go through really quick. We normally talk about them a bit more, but there's so many.
Yeah,
so
it's
many.
impossible. So here we have an electronic Who Wants to Be a Millionaire board game, plugs into the TV, lets you play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire electronically.
We have the 90s version of Trivial Pursuit, which is really, really heavy.
Really, really heavy. All the Trivial Pursuits are.
One we didn't really know much about, the Game of Inns and Taverns.
Yeah, it was an impulse buy on your part, I think, that one.
It was. Another Monopoly, because why not? The NRL edition.
Oh boy, there'll be a Monopoly collection video coming up at some point, I'm sure.
There will, yes. Then we have the Avengers Monopoly.
The peasant version, because there's a much nicer looking Avengers Monopoly.
We have Harry Potter Cluedo.
Yep, it's Cluedo with Harry Potter characters.
Yep, I'm trying not to knock giant piles of board games off camera.
I put a bet to see if she get crushed.
I haven't been crushed yet. Alright, we have Hands Down, or Ideal Hands Down? Hands Down.
Yeah, just Hands Down.
Yeah.
That's been re-released a couple of times too.
This one just arrived in the mail today. We bought a Battleship card game.
You were hoping for like Connect 4 or Guess Who or something, weren't you?
It was one of those like random, which one will you get? Nah, I got Battleship, which is good, but you know, there were some other good ones in the line too.
Ooh.
The Merry Game of Floundering.
And it's exactly as old as you think it is from that artwork, by the way.
We have Dogopoly. We reviewed it before, but this is a different version.
Yeah, I think someone mentioned there was a different version, and here it is. Long time
This
ago.
one's exciting.
Fireball Island.
The Curse of Volcar.
We actually have the original Fireball Island somewhere in the cupboard, so...
Okay. Then we have Dungeon.
Which is a spin-off of Dungeons and Dragons.
Sort of. The Great Game. Sorry.
Which really weird artwork on that one.
A new Snakes and Ladders with, again, kind of unique artwork.
It's ugly.
Nathan's not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan of that one.
Okay. This is what I'm going to try and start moving. Moving quicker.
Ramsey's Pyramid, Lego board game.
So again, these are the ones that were not part of the big board game collection.
My favourite, Sexual Trivia, of course.
Yeah, weird. Looks old.
A game to test your sexual awareness, alright.
Then we have Titanic, the board game.
The box is a bit knackered, but we'll get to that at some point.
This is a newer one, actually.
What is it, King Domino?
Yeah.
It was actually at Kmart.
Let us know if it's pronounced differently. We're not quite sure. Like the Amazon version of Carcassonne.
We actually have almost all the base game of Carcassonne. We haven't even reviewed that one yet.
No, hang on. There's a couple in the wrong pile over here. Sorry Not Sorry. We also picked up Trivial Pursuit X, which was another one
in this
parody line.
It's somewhere in the house. We can't find it.
Yeah, we've misplaced it. We might have too many board games. Maybe, you know.
Just a couple.
Angry Birds card game.
Which we actually bought on release, 10 years ago, and who knows what happened to the original copy of that.
And Lego RoboChamp.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the last one that we just generally picked up. That in itself is too many.
You might be wondering, how are we fitting them all everywhere? With great difficulty is the answer.
Yes. Alright, so we're pretty sure we've got it sorted. Every single other board game you're about to see came from
the one person's collection, yes.
Yeah.
We might have to do a couple of jump cuts because to get them all close to us, it's going to take a bit of movement.
We better get into it. Alright. The Peter Principle game.
It's an Avalon Hill board game, which is unusual. Usually they do a lot more simulations and all that. So.
Taboo.
Which was disgusting, if I recall.
As in, it was dirty.
It was dirty,
Like,
not as in like, oh, it's a dirty smut game. No, it just physically had gunk on it everywhere.
some of these have been stored in a garage
Yeah.
for many years, so...
And that's another
They're
heavy one.
in surprisingly good condition, actually.
Yeah.
Given where they were kept. So,
Rock Academy. Oh, sorry.
Glenn A. Baker's Rock Academy. It's very heavy.
Oh, it rivals Trivial Pursuit.
Alright, we're just going to go through what I can reach first, so you take that.
Aberworld just playing cards.
Then we have an
Oh.
80s magnetic pocket edition of Cluedo, which is quite neat.
It'd be cool to get the other. They had a whole bunch of those in different sort of games. It'd be cool to get more of them.
Well, this one's not really a game, this was just came with it. Mensa Assess Your Personality.
Yeah, a bit of an outlier in that sort of board game, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then we have...
Dipper's Footy Challenge. It's, I think, more trivia cards. But football related.
We have Horse Show, which is a card game.
It's about horses.
This one that doesn't seem like a board game, multi-puzzle, but it is actually a game, apparently, so one we're not really that familiar
Look at
with.
that. That is classic artwork if I've ever seen it.
We have CSI, Crime Scene Investigation.
We actually had 2 copies of the exact same game from the exact same person. I don't know why.
Maybe it was their favourite, I don't know.
Maybe.
We have Twister.
yeah.
Surprisingly, we didn't own Twister.
Well,
So-
Twister's not really one of our sort of games.
No.
But it is a classic.
Here, you talk about this one, I'll
Milton
get some
Bradley's
more.
Bed Bugs, Shakes, Pick Up Bugs. We did own this at some point before, but I think it was busted, so we got rid of it.
Word Mastermind.
I'm not allowed to play Mastermind or any of the variations because I cheat on them.
Yeah.
Especially with people who are colourblind.
Midlife Crisis. This is one we see a lot of, actually.
And we've actually had this years and years ago and played it. And it was okay if I recall.
Speaking of Twister, it's Twister again.
I think this is one of the original releases of the Twister, as you can probably tell from the artwork. So that's pretty cool.
Not quite Twister, but
Oh my god, please.
similar. It's Beverly Hills 90210 Entangle.
Yeah, I know we didn't say we're going to talk about anything. It's basically a big Twister map with all the characters from the show, and you've got to like put your hand on like their shoulder or arm or leg, like Twister. It's bizarre. It's weird.
Yeah, I had no idea that existed until we bought this whole lot. So,
Weird.
The Olympics.
Oh, yes, we're filming this when around the time Olympics are on, I think.
Yeah.
So timely.
Alright, we have Deal or No Deal.
We played it when your mum was here. It was awful. I hate it.
Spoiler.
I mean, it's good.
Still watch the review when it comes up.
Yeah.
And we have Breaker 19, the CB Truckers game.
Much better game.
We have a Game of Life.
I think this was a late 80s or 90s edition. We've had this one before.
One of the many
Yeah.
versions. Excuse me for a minute. I just need to grab a pile for Celebrity Head.
It really doesn't need to be that heavy or big. Right? But it says, as seen on Hey Hey It's Saturday, I'll give you a spoiler, we may have the Hey Hey It's Saturday board game around here.
Yeah, it's coming up somewhere in the pile. Then we have a couple of versions of Wheel of Fortune.
Yep. I think we did a review on one of the versions, not these ones, but another version.
Yeah.
And they're all very similar apart from updated like questions and topics.
Puzzles.
Puzzles.
Not questions. It's not a trivia show. Pass the Bomb, and there is...
Pass the Bomb Junior somewhere.
Somewhere.
I don't know where it's gone.
Should have put those together. Never mind.
I'm running out of space.
Speaking of the Olympics, we have Olympiad, the Game of Champions, which is also very heavy.
One of those ones I see everywhere secondhand and looks very dull. I haven't played it though, so maybe it's different.
Maybe. Surprisingly, we didn't own Stratego, so it was nice to see that in the collection we bought.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You having trouble there?
Yeah, and my shirt's coming
Your
up.
shirt's going up. No one wants to see that.
Oh yeah.
Careers.
One of the many. We actually already own a version of Careers. I don't think it's this one though, so we'll get to that.
All right. How about we do a couple more here, and then we might just move these out of the way before we continue.
Hey, look,
Alright.
it's Payday. Looks like a 70s edition, judging from the artwork.
Yeah, and different to the other paydays that we already have.
Most Paydays actually have slightly different rules depending on the revision, which is odd.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Risk, another sort of classic one that we did not have previously.
Oh, yes, another Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard,
This
indeed.
one's a bit worse for wear.
Seen better days.
Let me just sort of start stacking them here.
Alright, then we have another TV game show based one.
Good answer.
It's Family
Good
Feud.
answer.
One of my favourite game shows.
It is. It's not. We don't really have any game shows showing in Australia at the moment that I'm aware of.
No. No.
No, we really
No.
don't.
Sorry, getting distracted. Perfect Match.
Now,
Another one
I
based
think
on a TV
we
show.
reviewed the electronic version of Perfect Match, didn't we?
The new Perfect Match electronic version or something. Yeah, that's up on the channel already.
You can't reach any more board games.
I can't. So we're going to move these and get the next batch.
Sounds good. All right, we have rearranged. Let's get on with it.
Yes. All right. So.
Oh, my favourite. This is why I brought the lot, to be honest, for Twilight the game.
No, but there it is.
Even the box feels cheap.
Then we have a different release of Careers to the other one that we've already shown in this video.
Tigers Electronics. That's unusual.
Then we have Monopoly, the New Zealand edition. It's seen better days as well.
It's weirdly faded,
Imaginative.
which was actually pretty funny because
Yeah.
I ruined it with some of my character choices.
It's interesting. Then we have Pictionary, which
I
it
think-
turns out we're absolutely dreadful at.
Well, I'm not dreadful at it. We're just dreadful at guessing.
I was the one drawing.
Oh, well, you know.
You're terrible at guessing. I'm
It's
terrible
because
at
I was
drawing.
playing too much of the tequila game beforehand.
Yeah, the tequila game. We've actually picked up a few liquor-themed games.
I didn't
lately.
realise I was such a big fan.
Apparently, we have Kaplunk.
It sounds like there are some marbles in there.
It just went Kaplunk. Yeah, another classic we didn't
No.
have previously. This is another heavy
Oh,
one.
the party game. Paul Eddington's hilarious political send-up. Oh boy, that
Yeah.
sounds good to me.
Then we have Blind Justice, the game of lawsuits.
Oh god, that was an interesting one to play, wasn't it?
Stop giving away spoilers. You've got to
I
see
said it
the
was
reviews when they
interesting.
come up.
I don't want to give it away that it was terrible. It was interesting.
Then we have Checkered Flag. Now this one's a very large box.
Can't wait
And-
to get to this one.
Also very unique. It's Another Day, Another Dollar, which I think is something to do with the Victorian government or
It's
something
an
right here in
educational
Melbourne,
game.
Australia. Yeah, you can take that.
Sorry, there's a whole bunch of scribbles on the back. That's what gets me. Watch TV while waiting for food.
Someone got bored, in other words. Then we have a test match, but a much older version
Oh yeah.
than what's around now. Then we have the Kevin Bloody Wilson Pub Crawl.
Look at that artwork on the back. Isn't that classic?
Oh yeah. Then we've actually had this in like a long time ago before we had the channel, and we kind of never got into it. We got rid of it. But
Now, if I recall, the problem was when you got into the middle sort of ring, but it's been a long time since I played it.
we'll give it another go. We got it in this collection, so why not? Then we have... Stop groaning, you're giving away spoilers of what we like and what we don't. We have Golden Hammer.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we actually played quite a few of the games that are in this lot.
Yes.
So,
Yes, none of them are on the channel yet. They're
No.
coming, we promise,
it
eventually.
takes a long time to learn and play.
We have Junior Combination, 16 games. So it's got like all the classics, chess, checkers, tic-tac-toe.
We've actually got another release, not this, which has similar games and wants identical games in it as well, which
Do
is
we?
odd. Hey, hey, it's Saturday. Gotta collect these silver
No.
dongers.
Quite a few TV show like board
Yeah,
games in there.
and Hey, hey, it's Saturday was actually not too bad. I didn't mind it.
Now this one we kind of have to be careful with. This is very, very old. It's a very early release of Buccaneer.
Yes, as you can see, it's starting to sort of wear, and it's like a canvasy sort of cloth map, which is the board. So
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that one. That's going to be an interesting one to review.
Yeah, kind of special. Very much our oldest board game. We might want
yeah.
to maybe put it somewhere.
I think it was like
Yeah.
1932 or early 30s it came out, that particular release.
If anyone knows anything about it, comment down below.
Here's another interesting one. Papua New Guinea's first board game.
Wheeler Dealer. Yeah, that's another really big box.
Reminds me of Polkonomy, the box size.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Gossip Girl.
Never Have I Ever.
I'm pretty sure this was brand new. The person who had it didn't play it. I couldn't believe it.
Then we have Love Game.
It can go with our sexual trivia game.
Yay! We have, actually this is quite interesting, Acrobats. Because there's bats in it.
Yes, and they're like stackrobats, and they go up and down, and you know they're bats.
Alright, we have Cranium Family Fun Edition, because there's a lot of different releases of that, isn't
Yeah,
there?
I think this had the Play-Doh or putty in it, which is long since dried and horrible. Ugh.
We have Mix and Match Game, just an educational one for kids.
Yawn.
Then we have Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen New York Minute.
I mean, it's based off
So-
the movie, the game.
Yeah, which I've not seen, so I don't really know
I
what to say
wasn't the
about
target
that.
audience when this came out for some reason.
You sure?
Yeah. it's-
Really?
hey, look, another Sorry.
Yeah. An older version of Sorry
much-
than what we've reviewed.
A much nicer looking artwork of Sorry.
No, we have a really nice Sorry.
No, but I'm talking about the Asian inspired one.
Oh, okay, yeah, we had one earlier in the
Yeah,
video.
which I'm not a big fan of the artwork there.
Kinda forgot about that. 221B Baker Street, the Master Detective game.
This is the second Sherlock Holmes games we've got. We've got another one over there about where he goes time travelling or something.
Yeah, it's also a mouthful, that name. Brew?
This was everywhere when this came out. This was like in every single op shop like 6 months after it came out.
And if we didn't have enough Twisters, we now have Twister Hoopla too.
It's a more irritating version of Twister.
There's hoops.
Yes. Can't wait to play that one.
We're almost done. Hang on. We're down to the last few.
Yeah, I like the artwork in this one. Screamin' Genie.
Very cool. Balloons. Ooh. Alright, second last one. Cricket.
A really old version of Cricket.
Just Cricket.
Just Cricket.
And maybe we didn't save the best for last. Super 12.
Yeah, it's about yacht races or something like that.
Yeah. It sure is.
We also got a couple of puzzles in the lot. I think they were... What?
You mean the one I just sold on eBay and the one I have listed, like the rare obscure puzzles?
Yeah, I thought you already sold one of them ages ago.
Yes, and the other one is still listed.
Oh.
You know, the one that like I'm the only one worldwide on eBay for that you're about to tell people about.
Yes.
I hope I can edit that out without that sounding weird there. Thank you for that.
That's okay.
Think about those things.
But I don't think about these things.
Don't know, that's why I said you need to.
I'll try not to. I will not. So, what do you want to do?
Let's just go. So that's...
That's the last
Oh,
of the...
I wasn't ready.
You were just about to start talking.
Yeah, because I was about to say something else to you. You do it.
Come on.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Stop it. Okay.
So, that was the last of the person's collection we bought from.
Plus the haul that we showed at the start as
Oh
well.
my god, there's so many board games here.
Way too many games, but we love board games, obviously. We have a collection video up if you haven't seen that already.
Which is probably really out of date now, considering how many games we've added since then.
Yes, it is. We will do another one of those at some point. However, some of these new ones we got, we're not that familiar with, so...
No, we need to play them and learn them and things like that.
Yeah, so maybe we won't love them, maybe we won't keep some of them, so
Well,
we
some
might...
of them, I think, are duplicates. Like, we don't need, like, 4 copies of Sorry, for instance.
Or Twister. But we'll work through that, have a go at them, see what we want to keep, what we don't, and then at some point after we've fixed all that...
And we've sort of got our collection down to a more us sort of size, then we'll actually probably do an
then we'll
updated
share,
one.
yeah, the whole thing. But this was the biggest haul we've ever had, and probably the biggest haul we'll ever
I
have.
can't even get off the couch. I'm surrounded by board games.
I don't think we'll ever buy somebody else's board game collection again. I mean, how often does that happen?
Well, that's just a lie. If ever another one came up, I would buy it.
You would buy it.
I
But
would
I'm
buy
saying
it.
it doesn't happen very often.
It is very rare. It's like you see video
Yeah.
game lots and all that. You collect, but board games doesn't happen.
Not so much. Anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comments, out of everything, the huge amount we showed you today, which ones would you like us to review
The thrilling-
first?
A thrilling activity game, cricket.
Which ones do you want to see us play? Which ones do you want to see us just review and just talk about? Let us know, because we will try
Because some of them
to do the ones that you request first.
like the playthroughs of 3 players or more we can't do, but any of the other 2 players or less, then we'll try our best, I guess.
Exactly. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday, and obviously some wonderful extras every now and then.
Oh, it smells like an old op shop in here.
Yes, it does. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.